So let's do another expected value. Okay. In a game, you flip a coin twice and record the number of heads that occur. You get 10 points for 2 heads, 0 points for 1 head, 5 points for no heads. What's the expected value for the number of points you get per turn? So the first thing you've got to determine, if you're flipping a coin, in fact, we're flipping the coin twice, so we can either get a heads or a tail. So with that notion, we can either get on the second toss a head or a tail, and on this, so this is the first toss, this is the second toss, or actually these are the first toss, these are the second toss. Sorry. And then on the second toss, you could get another head or another tail. So what you need to notice is that you could get 2 heads, you could get a head and a tail, you could get a tail and a head, or you could get 2 tails. And these count as 2 separate events. You get a head first, a tail second, a tail first, a head second. So what we've got is 4 total outcomes for this particular event. All right, so we're looking for expected value. So what I'm looking for, I want you to go back and read, because this is what's going to tell you what goes up here for your random variable. What is the expected value for the number of points you get? So the number of points is going to be up here. So I'm either going to get 0 points, I'm going to get 5 points, or I could get 10 points. So those are the outcomes that are the outcomes or the point values that I can expect to have. Now, I'm going to go ahead and kind of work my table here. For no points, I get 1 head. And there's 2 ways, boom, boom, to get 1 head. For 5 points, I get no heads. Well, that's down here. There's only 1 way that can happen. And then for 10 points, I would get, what does it say, 2 heads? Well, there's only 1 outcome for that. Okay. So from here, we're going to calculate our probability. So I have 2 possibilities out of 4 totals, 1 of 4 and 1 of 4. And if you choose to go ahead and convert that to a decimal, I tend to do that. This is one of those times that I tend to do that. So keep in mind, you've got to go down here to see what the expected value is. So, or what you're looking for. We're looking for points, so points has to go there. Okay, so now when we look at the expected value, what do we expect for the number of points? So this is your input per turn, per roll. Okay, so at 0 points, I have a probability of a half. At 5 points, I have a probability of 0.25. And at 1 point, at 10 points, I have a probability of 0.25. So of course this is 0. This is 2.5. And this is 1.25. I think I've got that backwards. Oh yeah, hang on just a second. Yeah, no, these are swapped. They're right, I just have them swapped in my notes. Sorry about that. Okay, so then you want to add those together. So my expected number of points per roll of the die, or of the coin, is, when I add those together, 3.75 points. You got to have your units, okay? So that means in the long run, that's what expected value, if we do this over and over and over and over and over, in the long run, we expect to only get 3.75 points per roll. Okay, let's see, the number of points, and let's just put it down to this, I expect to earn on average, you have to throw in average in there, the number of points I expect to earn on average per turn is 3.75 points. Sometimes my sentences aren't great and I have to spend a lot of time editing, but in general, that's pretty much what we want to look at. So if I kept doing this and doing this and doing this, I would expect to earn 3.75 points per turn.